Hey all, Bob here, aka Mr. Eat Safe, and today I'm finally going to start attacking the Aptasia in my tank. So with almost a year and a half of having to deal with dinos, I let the Aptasia grow. I wasn't going to fight a battle on two fronts, but today I'm going to change that and I'm going to start going after the Aptasia, and I'm going to be using sodium hydroxide. I'm going to mix some up here, and I am going to be using Julian's thing. You know, if you've ever seen one of these, I've had this thing for like 5 or 6 years and I've never used it. Today it's going to be employed for the first time, and I'm going to mix this stuff up and get it ready to go, and we're going to attack that Aptasia and see how well this stuff works. So first thing first, I'm putting on some latex gloves because this is a chemical and it will cause chemical burns. It can burn your skin. It also gets hot when you're mixing it. So I am using a mason jar. This is an actual mason jar, not one of those cheap ones you get like at, I don't know, like an ice cream store stuff. This is the kind that can actually go in boiling water after you put stuff in. So that is what I want to use, or you can use an old coffee mug. I don't have an old coffee mug to use. Plus, I want to be able to close it up and maybe use it again in a couple days when I attack more of the Aptasia. So I'm going to open this up and get started. By the way, I just got this on Amazon. I think it was like $15. It's inexpensive, so we're going to try this today. All right, as with most powdered stuff, you want to add it to the water. You don't want to add water to a chemical or even salt that you're mixing. I'm going to use, I don't know, what is it, about a half a cup of water. And I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to try to do this one-handed. I don't have my my camera mount, so I'm going to have to hold my phone while I do this. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons. So I'm getting about a half a spoonful here, so I'm going to go with 5 scoops, and I'm going to mix this up now. Like I said, this is going to get hot. So now it is active. Like, I don't think the powder would burn too much, and it might burn a little bit, but the water, the chemical mix that I just did, and I'm going to rinse the spoon off in my sink just because I don't want that on the spoon long term. I don't know if I can do anything to the metal. So I'm going to close this up for safety because I do have cats in the house and I want to make sure they are not going to mess with it. I'm getting it on the counter, and I'm going to let that go. I can already smell it. I can smell it pretty good. It's not a burning smell, but I can smell it, and that is something you want to be careful for. So I'm going to load up Julian's thing here. This is from Two Little Fishies, and I'm going to go and attack the tank. Okay, so I've set up a workstation right next to my tank. I just got a little folding card table here. It is plastic in case I spill. I've got a towel on the floor in case I spill, and I got my tank right here. And you can see this is the group of Aptasia I'm going to go for today. I want to limit how much I do at one time because this will raise the pH of the aquarium, and my aquarium already runs pretty high. My protein skimmer's off right now, which means my pH is above 8.5. So I want to make sure I'm not going to raise it too much. And one of the little tricks you can do to bring pH down is to add like vinegar. That will help lower the pH, but I would prefer not to do that artificially. I'm going to allow this to handle on its own. I'll use maybe a third of what's in there and go after those Aptasia today. By the way, these are new coral frags that I got here this morning from Coral Corral in Tampa, and they're looking good so far. I mean, they're new. So, all right, I'm going to fill this syringe and I'll get started. All right, I don't know how I'm going to do this with one hand having to hold the camera, so I might have to try to prop this up. Now, I will tell you, this stuff is hot. Like, I poured boiling water into it, and now it is hot. So I'm glad I used the mason jar. It is much hotter than I thought it would be, but we're going to give this a shot. I'm going to try to do it one-handed at first and try to film it, and if not, then I'll try to prop up the phone someplace. I did try it one-handed. It did not work, so I have to prop up my phone. It really sucks not having my camera mount here. I've got to remember to bring that home from work when I have a chance. So I'm going to give this a shot and blast these guys right away. I have tried Aptasia X. I've tried F-Aptasia. I have tried Kalkwasser paste. I have tried just about everything I can think of. I've put glue on it. You know, that works a little bit, but you don't want glue all over your tank. So you got to be really careful how you do this. I got a lot more back here. I'm going to try to hit a couple of them. I'm only going to do 1 syringe full, which is probably about a third of that. It's closing these guys up. You might have been able to see it in the front ones. These back ones are closing up pretty good too. We're going to give this a shot, and I'm going to come back tomorrow and take a look. Get some more in here. Some of these I may not be able to get because of the angle, but if I can get the vast majority of them gone, that will help. So I'm going to stop there. I didn't even use a full syringe worth. And we are going to give this a shot and see what it looks like tomorrow. A little bit of close-up, you can see that white stuff there is definitely where I hit most of the Aptasia. I can see a couple I missed, but that's okay. I will get around to getting those. This stuff will dissolve off into the tank. And again, you won't want to do too much at once because that will raise the pH.